Hey guys, this is Arm Productions, aka Nanna4673, and I am back in Rose of Winter Part 2. Now, my computer is acting a little funny. This is the second time I've tried to start a recording, where the first one is failed and gone from the face of Earth. So we're gonna try this again. Luckily, I didn't actually start playing. My computer started acting up before it. I hope it works now. So yeah, as far as I can remember, what happened last time was, this dragon person, Tyrone is his name, haha, well, he, decided that, he fell, and we have to, like, keep him steady, and he was being all sneaky and stuff, and I think that's where we are. Oh, sure, yes, that's fine, good idea. He keeps his hand on me as I help him up. His fingers are so long and pretty. I'll try not to stare too much. And so we set off walking again. This time he doesn't lag behind or move ahead. We're side by side. Every so often he stumbles a bit and leans against me or delicately hooks his arm around mine. I'm going slow to make it easy for him, but we manage to keep a steady pace and walk for a few more hours. We don't talk much, but somehow I don't feel so awkward anymore. We're communicating more easily with just touch. When he presses lightly on my shoulder, I know to help him over a hurdle. When he leans slightly away, I know he's doing fine, and we can walk a little faster. We fall into a nice rhythm. Occasionally, he even smiles at me. He's strange and distant, but I'm getting used to him. Eventually, though, the path gets a lot steeper. It's nothing I can't handle, but I worry about him. It's almost twilight, and the snow falls heavier and heavier. Are you doing okay? You're shivering. It's just this body. I'm not used to it. The slight breeze seems to go through me. So he's still feeling cold, even with all those layers. Poor thing. Is this the thing where, like, body heat comes into play? Cause that's usually what's gonna happen now. If you know what I mean. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Okay. Ha! I fucking knew it. Oh my god. Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this? Oh my god. Well, he didn't seem to mind touch. That's the thing we saw before, that he's like, oh, I will respect your boundaries, which is very nice of him. That was very, yeah. Even though he misread, because we were just fangirling, but he thought we were uncomfortable. Yeah. Yes. We will put our arm around him. Oh my god. I put my arm around Tyrone. Without missing a beat, he presses himself into me. I'm surprised, but I don't mind. I rub his back, trying to help him to get warm. After a moment, he stops shivering so much, so I guess it's helping. And I admit, it feels nice having an excuse to touch him. He leans his head against me and breathes deep, smelling my hair. Oh my god, what's wrong? Holy fuck, are you okay? Oh my god. Sorry, I panicked a little there. What's wrong with your face? Tyrone! He jumps away like I've terrified him. I didn't even know he could move that fast. Hey, you're going to be cold. Quiet, I'm fine. Damn. He's obviously not fine, but he turns and rushes ahead of me without looking back. Before long, he stumbles and falls into the snow. I rush over to help, but he lashes out to push me away. What's wrong? His sharp fingernails scratch my skin. Not enough to draw blood, but I'm stunned. It's like a cat that I trusted suddenly hissing at me out of nowhere. Slowly, clumsily, he pulls himself up without my help. He winces when his bare hands has to touch the snow. What's going on, bro? I don't get it. We're literally the same, me and the main character right now. Like, what happened? Why is he acting like this? Did I do something wrong? Oh no, the guilt trip. We keep walking. Tyrone is shivering again, but he won't slow down. I'm not sure what happened back there. I can still feel the sting of his claws on my skin. Maybe we took the wrong choice. I guess we should have respected his boundaries. But, oh man. To my surprise, Tyrone is the one who breaks the silence. I'm sorry if my behavior is confusing. You should know that you haven't done anything wrong. What was that all about anyway? I take it you don't know much about dragons. Huh? Why is he bringing that up? I guess not. Just know old stories, the one they tell when you're a kid. But those fairy tales are mostly made up, right? Dragons capturing maidens and devouring villagers. You guys aren't like that in real life. I wasn't sure if I should ask about it, though. Why not? Are you frightened of me? Am I? I hadn't thought about that, not in any serious way. He's so frail and fragile. I can't see him as some monstrous beast. But then, once or twice, I caught a glimpse of something strange inside him. And when I really start thinking about his true nature, I feel dizzy, like I'm looking into a well that I can't see the bottom of. I don't like it. Tyreen chuckles darkly, and I realize I haven't said anything out loud. You're taking a long time. Was this such a hard question to answer? I'm not sure how I feel exactly. Tell me this then, which dragon stories do you know? What, the stuff's for kids? The stuff for kids? Come on, you don't want to hear that. I certainly do. A human's perspective can be illuminating. Oh, well, in that case, the one I know the best is the story of Camellia. You've probably heard that one, right? It's famous. Camellia. Please refresh my memory. I am old, and these things run away from me over the years. I feel silly telling bedtime stories, but hey, you asked for it. Let's see. Oh my god, this is adorable. Camellia the dragon. She was this woman, the most beautiful in her village, right? She could have married any man, but instead she was wooed by a terrifying dragon. No offense. None taken. The dragon promised her eternal love, and riches and glory, beyond what anyone in the poor village could ever hope to give her. So, Camellia fell in love with this dragon, who was named Whiteheat. Whiteheat or Whiteheart? I'm presuming Whiteheat. And chose him out of all of her suitors. The dragon flew away from the village, promising her safety in his mountain lair. But once they got here, he devoured her, and she was never seen again. Oh, I quickly cut myself off. Why was I so blunt about the devouring part? That must be, like, super rude. But everyone says nothing. He's not even looking at me. So, I guess the point is, don't pick a guy just because he promises you a lot of material things. But I always thought it was sad. Did she deserve to die just for wanting a better life? On the other hand, maybe that's just what really happens. People getting deceived by their lovers and stuff like that. I don't know much about relationships, so... You might be overthinking the story's moral. Sounds to me like a symbol warning. Stay away from dragons. Tyrone turns to stare right into me. His face is passive, but something in his eyes puts me on edge. I'm flustered, but I won't shy away. I stare right back without flinching. I don't know. You're a dragon, and you're nice enough to me. You were very polite. But what if the story is true? What if I told you I was that dragon and Camilla my lover? The lover I betrayed and devoured. Would you still think me so nice? What? No, that can't be true. You're just kidding around with me, right? I do not kid around. I am many centuries old. The story of Camilla and the dragon has endured. Where other tales were forgotten, it must have a certain resonance. But everyone knows it's just a made-up fairy tale. Is that so? Tell me, what was the dragon's name again? Whiteheat? And what does Tyrone mean in the southern language? I only studied it for when I was a girl. I know Tyr means white and... Oh. So you see, I am called Tyrone in the south. There are many words for what I am, but I like my name the best. I am called Prince because my mother is called Queen, although we dragons have no such title for ourselves. But dragons being monsters and eating people... That's just a fairy tale thing. Or at least real dragons only did a long time ago, and now we all live together peacefully. That's the whole reason why you're going to the Starlight City, isn't it? To keep peace between dragons and humans? You're right. It was a long time ago that I knew Camellia. A different time, more wild, and in many ways more honest. Oh my god, he is that dragon? That's scary. Well, not scary, it's interesting. It is true we no longer eat humans, yet we all remember how you taste. Who could forget? For a dragon, human meat is far the most delicious, nearly irresistible. And I knew just from her smell that Camellia would taste better than any other. Okay, This romantic music in the background is maybe not the most fitting, but you know. She was a human worth savoring. You smell very much like her, Rosemary. I feel very cold inside, and not because of the snow. Our truce with humans has let us live in peace for many years, until now. I haven't yet told you the true purpose for our conference, Rosemary. It is to address the breaking of that truce by one of my kin. A dragon has been eating humans, very many of them. A dragon's occasional slip-up can be overlooked, but this is becoming a crisis for your people, and he is unrepentant. But why would he do that? I can't pretend I don't understand his actions. That's why I've chosen to stay isolated from them for so many years. The mere smell can be overwhelming. He looks right at me as he says this. I take a few steps back. As a result of this dragon's actions, our peace agreement may be dismantled. If that happens, our future is uncertain. Even the stars don't seem to know. Damn. But you're not like that. You've chosen not to eat humans, so why are you telling me this? Are you trying to scare me? Even though they're set in that lovely, delicate face, Tyroon's eyes are sharp and fierce. For the first time, I understand fully that I'm talking to something ancient, wild, and dangerous. I simply want to know, Rosemary. Do you think I'm telling the truth? Do you believe I devoured Camellia? You serial... If he did, there's another story behind it. But I am... Oh, this is a hard one! T-sip for hard decisions. I'm gonna save scum. I'm a safe scummer. I'm a scummer. And I take pride in it. I don't think you did it. No, I can't imagine you would do something so cruel. I haven't known you for very long, but you don't look like a monster to me. You look soft and gentle. I can't imagine you'd want to eat me. Don't be so certain of that. A chills run down my spine. My intention is not to frighten you, Rosemary. But you deserve to know what kind of creature you travel with. Okay, I'm gonna try and take the other option. Achievement unlocked, as old as time. Okay. I'm gonna be a safe scumming load scum. How do you... Okay, no. No, Oh, no. Oh my god, damn it. Okay, I will have to go back to main menu to load a game, apparently. That's a little annoying. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Please. Then it has to load, which takes ages. Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Okay. I think you did? Yes. This will sound silly, but when I look into your eyes I see something I don't understand. It's like you live in a different world, a crueler world with strange rules. Yes, I think the story's true. Doesn't sound silly at all. You're a very perceptive young woman. A chills ran down my spine. I don't know which one of it is. I don't know. My intention is not to frighten you, Rosemary, but you decided to... Let's stop talking about it now, okay? We still have a long way to go. This is nothing, which is fine by me. Which is... I'm gonna... But this one's truer, right? We keep walking. Tyroon's weak human form shivers in the cold, and he holds onto my shoulder for balance. His touch is soft and light. I can barely feel it. I am happy to keep him steady. He looks so vulnerable now. It's hard to remember how he made me feel so cold inside. As we walk, I do my best to push those dark thoughts from my mind. Could he really have the soul of a monster? I never had to worry about things like this back on the farm. Anything I wanted was to be a knight and fight stuff with my sword and not worry about anything. A little while later, we make camp in a cave for the night. We've made good progress so far. It shouldn't take more than another day to get to the city. Tyroon seems exhausted, much more than I would have expected from only a day of travel. His body is shaking again, worse than before. Tyrion, I'm going to make some barley tea. Would you like some? Or are you hungry for dinner? I do not need to eat, but I will have some tea. It's kind of scary of how worn he is, but I decide not to mention it. Instead, I pour some tea and we drink it together. We're silent for a while. I watch him, trying to guess what he's thinking. You're staring at me. I'm sorry, but I can't help but wonder. Are you not hungry because you ate something else? I had a large meal of fish before leaving for the city. Didn't mean to imply anything else. My apologies if you were on edge. I'm sorry. I'm just so... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna... I'm just gonna go with this. Sorry. It's been hard not to think about it is all. So you mostly eat fish then? Yes, they're very large where I live. I like to have deer sometimes when I can get them. I live alone on a rocky island in the sea. It's much warmer there than here. I feel myself relax. It's nice to talk normally again. Sounds like a nice place. I bet it's pretty. You might think so. Camellia certainly did. Camellia, huh? Let's change the subject. What kind of stuff do you do during the day? Besides, like, feel the magic of the stars and whatnot? Dragony stuff? Like, counting your gold pile or something? Oh, yes, of course. I also kidnapped a lot of innocent virgins, so you better watch yourself, Rosemary. What? Who said I was? Shut up! There you are, my attempt at joking around. Was it funny? Yeah, hilarious. No, I don't have a hoard of treasure. I mostly spent my time thinking. Remembering. Remembering what? Things that were important to me. Or things that weren't. 2 stags I saw fighting in a forest. A tree felled by lightning. If it happened, it was real. I remember it. My memory goes back a long time. I don't need much more than that. Were you really alive before any humans? You said you were born with the stars or something like that. Dragons themselves have existed since the very beginning. I, myself, am only 1,000 years old. Yet in dreams I see the dawn of time, or flashes of my mother's life before me. I wonder if we all don't share the same memory, reaching back to the very first of us. To be honest, it sounds kind of lonely. It's just the kind of thing Camellia would say. You know, Rosemary, I thought you were angry at me after what we spoke of before. No, not angry, just kind of confused. If dragons really love to eat humans so much, is it even safe for me to be here with you? I really wasn't trying to frighten you. Believe it or not, I like you. That's why I want to make sure you're safe, and you'll be safer with a full understanding of the situation. Do humans really taste that good to you? It's strange. I remember a time before I had ever seen a human. Yet, when I am weak and cold, I take this form which looks like a human, or near enough. Has this face lain dormant inside me? What is that word? Even before I could be able to recognize it. Or have our encounters with humans caused us to mimic your form? It's weird to me that you of all people don't have the answers to these questions. Oh, I don't pretend to understand ancient magic. I simply live by it and try to give it some thought now and again. You humans are magnetic, or invasive to put it in another way. We dragons have existed before everything, yet humans had a profound effect on us, more than any other creature in this world. You mean, like, because of how we taste? Before humans walked the dots, though. We ate fish and deer, and drank water, and breathed air. None of these things questioned our right to consume them. We took what we needed, slept when we were tired. Sometimes we fought each other, but all disputes were eventually settled by the wills of the stars. But when humans arrived, you spoke and felt as we did. You wept and begged or tried a reason for your lives. Despite all appearances, you seemed to be closer in spirit to dragons than you were to the beasts of the earth. Before humans, a dragon's actions were never right or wrong, but now we wondered if eating a human was evil. The stars were curiously silent on the subject. You might say that humans brought evil into our world. Perhaps the temptation to do wrong is what makes you so delicious to us dragons. What do you think? I don't know. I think that terms like good and evil are very limited ways to describe the world. That doesn't make me feel any better. It wasn't meant to. You know, it's kind of strange when I hear you talk like that. It is kind of exciting. I'm sorry, it is. This is just my philosophy brain or overthinking brain who's like going off a tangent, but these are some really interesting things. Like morals, when is something bad, when is something good? Who decides that? And like us humans, we build up these morals and live by them mostly. So if you per se kill someone, you are bad, you are evil. Which I'm not saying it's okay to kill someone, I think it's horrible too. But it is interesting to think about where the lines were drawn. And what would happen if they were drawn differently. Like, I think too much about these things. It's just very, very fascinating, I feel, to think like that. Anyway, so I'm not even gonna save scum this, I'm just feel excited. Makes my heart beat faster. Are you sure that isn't just fear? Sure, it's scary, but it's not just that. I left my home, which was cozy and safe, to try and be a knight. I want to live by my sword and my wits, to fight stuff and get strong. You're already strong. Okay, stronger. Sure, I want to be a knight so I can do good things and protect people. But I'd be lying if I didn't love the thrill of it. Fighting beasts 10 times my size and going to places I've never gone before and staring death in its stupid face. It sounds like the kind of world you live in. Makes me wish I was a dragon too. Sorry, just checked if we're still recording. I'm surprised you would say such a thing. You seem so kind and sweet-hearted to me. That was different. Yeah, well, that's how you look to me. Looks can be deceiving. Ha, I'm not totally serious. Of course, I don't really want to stop being human or anything like that, but wow, I don't know how to describe this feeling. You live by strength, take what you need, and don't care about anything else. You're so lucky. That's not exactly what I meant, but sure. It was me being very philosophical, and you're just, okay. I'm very tired. Will you help me take off my robe so I may sleep? Sure. My hands are trembling, slowly, carefully. I peel off his robes layer by layer. Try not to, but when I let my eyes drift to his face, I see him watching me. I feel warm all over. The more robes come off, the more I can feel his body. The more my hands feel rough and clumsy, dealing with his delicate frame. Underneath his winter layers, he's long and slender. His scales run over his chest and arms. I really want to touch and see what they feel like. Please don't. But of course I never would, thank you. He falls asleep quickly, but I lie awake for a little while, watching his slim chest rise and fall. I don't want to take my eyes off him, but I don't know if it's out of fear or some other feeling. It's hard to describe. Sorry, I'm just checking it. Alright, this is a good place to end the episode. I hope, like, the next episode isn't gonna be like 3 minutes long. I have no idea how long this game is. This is always the danger. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. And goodbye.